I don't know if I'm ready for Jesse.
I think what you're going through right now is terrible. I think you've said too much as it is.
Fun Horse with $4.99 says, are you proud of the fact that your kids can now say my dad's second divorce was over a podcast? Guys, quit flattering yourself. It was not over the podcast. I promise you.
It didn't help. It's
I will say that I've said this many times. I will never work with a partner again.
Well, you might not have the choice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice.
The official, we're done ski, was that before or after my appearance on the show?
I love you, but I'm letting you know I have my finger over the mute button. There's a bunch of April pictures here. There's one there, one there, one there. How dare you? Bad Luck Boy says, I commend your work ethic, but you suck. He's coming.
MERSH is a bigger divorce in your life right now.
I'll tell you this. He is behaving like more of a bitch than April has been wonderful.
He's been talking about you every single night on his show for the past week.
Which is strange because, again, I don't think I did anything but literally speak to you. Just here, we're going to let you vent. We're going to let you, what are you doing?
All because they said this guy sucks.
There's no more MERSH effect for Steel Toe. He doesn't get a second chance. He's a loser. He's the biggest LOLCOW in this sector of the internet.
This is why LOLCOW gets overused, right? Everybody thinks everyone's a LOLCOW. Right, I get called it constantly, and it's like, fine, you can call me that, but I'm not a LOLCOW. I'm a guy that used to live on people's couches and live out of my car. I'm a guy that used to have a massive coke and pill problem.
Can you say MERSH?
He's only been on me for like a week, right? Yeah,
hear it.
MERSH.
Aaron, you're welcome. Frankly, this was the most interesting show you've done since April was around. Jesse from Podawful would himself to have his episode be this interesting, but he got upstaged yet again.
I like Jesse PS. Jesse PS is very funny, very creative, and I enjoy watching it. It was an enjoyable interview. Jesse sat there trolling Steel Toe to his face for almost an hour. So it was great.
Jesse PS, I'll never work with him again is what I'm saying. And he was on with Aaron Imhold earlier like I was. And I see some brain dead Jesse fans in the chat. Ralph's being boring. They weren't yawning while they were watching the kill stream.
You went on and the show started to suck. I looked into your content. It's pretty much dog shit. I'm not going to lie to you. Sign up for the pizza fund, Podawful.com. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yourself.
Would you like to talk to Jesse or no?
No.
Okay. I gotta throw it out there.
No, I wouldn't. I don't associate with Jesse at all. I will never have him on this show. I will never go on a show with him. He's stalked and over with MERSH for years and years and years. Another friend of mine.
The reason I refuse to acknowledge people like Pat Melton or Podawful, when these people try to nip at my heels and try to feud with me.
Nobody's done more MERSH or better MERSH than Jesse.
Patrick Melton is an irrelevant who's tried to start a feud with me so many times. It's sad. I was very nice to him one time, and I met him at a bar, and he was like, I've been being nice to you this whole show. And now he tries to be do a feud with me, and I'm not doing it.
I watched some of the Alex Stein stuff. The MERSH stuff is mwah.
And I like Steel Toe. And don't get me wrong, there's a guy, Patrick Melton, NLO. He covers this religiously. This is his whole guy. A lot of people on the internet have started covering him, and I don't blame them for covering him. I've enjoyed their content. Kino Casino's covered him.
Somebody in the chat said, why is MERSH's chat so slow with 1,000 viewers? When Kino Casino with 1,000 viewers is impossible to read, it flies so fast.
He's bizarre.
You know what the metric you should be paying attention to is the money. I've made $16 tonight.
Buddy. So I heard this. They had an interview with Jesse from Podawful.
Kino Casino's covered him. Obviously, some of my enemies have covered him.
I'm the Jesse PS fan. I watched the 3-hour Alex Stein thing. I laughed my fucking balls off. It was me.
Of course you did.
I'm sorry.
Him and he's talked a lot of crap about me. He's made a lot of videos about me. He talked crap about me recently.
It was very funny. And the thing about his grandma or whatever, holy shit.
Yeah, Alex Stein's grandma is a school shooter. Isn't that crazy?
We'll start with you got to go through the marriage first. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Which one is it? But let's see if we can see where we need to watch a clip of
Oh, and by the way, I see Jesse in the chat, and he can eat a bag of dicks. Is what he can do.
I know what it's like, Aaron. I'm going through pain myself in life. I mean, life is not easy. Don't get me wrong. Every day it's a uphill battle.
By the way, Jesse said the sector's dead. Doesn't seem so dead, brother.
I'm gonna burn your whole damn Diabloverse to the ground.
You tried to kill it off, but you failed. Like you failed at being funny, and you suck. So people want me to host a Jesse MERSH Blood Sports. I don't want anything to do.
Really, you wouldn't?
Jesse, his MO is to infiltrate a community or a group and basically try to destroy it.
And then Jesse's like, "This is the payoff." I had no idea. Any show Jesse goes on, MERSH attacked. So if Jesse knew that was going to happen, all credit due to Jesse PS for that.
And then people go, "You're a LOLCOW," and I go, "I'm not a LOLCOW. I'm embarrassing. I'm retarded. I'm an alcoholic. I self-sabotage my own life." Absolutely, yes.
And by the way, the worst part of all of this is he is LARPing as me and trying to turn you into his MERSH.
Holy
Don't let him do it. I'm not kidding. The way he even set this up is exactly like the Dick Masterson thing. It's the same thing. I watched him do his gay little wrestling promos with his crossed eyes.
Don't underestimate me, Aaron. You're the one that had a f***ing creepy revenge photography, borderline weirdo. Remember Show Me Kitties? You guys want to see her jacking off with her fucking dildo in her pussy? He's done everything he can to make people miserable on the internet. You had the worst of them on. You had your buddy Podawful on your show, who's the big "I bully the internet." You platformed him, didn't you? Well, now you're paying for it, aren't you?
And I said, this dude is doing me. He's doing an impression of me. This is him getting out 5 years of oppression by Podawful, and he's trying to make you his MERSH.
Are you willing to admit that you sold your soul, brother? Most of us already were born in this darkness.
Gay.
You invite my enemies into your life. Well, you become my enemy. How does it feel? How does it feel? Because I tell you right now, buddy, your buddy Jesse there, if little Johnny or April were subjected to 10% of the shit these fags have done to me and the people I'm surrounded with and the projects I'm trying to grow, you gotta f***ing yourself.
He even had the nerve to take his hat off and show his hairline and say he's got a better hairline than you.
Dude, you're going to go hairlines?
By the way, Jim, my hairline's not that bad. It's not as bad as Aaron's. It's pretty bad, but whatever. Who cares?
It was the same hairline.
You're going to take my most deformed quality and try to make that your strength?
Doesn't matter. My show's better. The point is,
I'm shocked he didn't say, hey, and I can walk better than Johnny.
Right.
I mean, MERSH and Royce, whenever they go on anyone else's show or whenever they bring anyone on their show, it brings no new listeners for them. Even InfoWars brought them nothing because they're insufferable losers.
Look at these cucks that rule over you now.
Yeah, look at all nerds that should be shoved in lockers, by the way. Man, look, what you're doing right now is making us all look stupid. Shut up.
Bring back bullying?
No, we don't need to bring back bullying. We need to mandate it.
Oh, yeah?
No, you look stupid. No, what you're doing is dumb and you look retarded.
No, how involved is Nick and all? Is he going to be your lawyer for the split or?
Oh, I have a really good lawyer. I'm not saying,
so it's not Nick.
I'm not saying he's not a really good lawyer.
No, Nick.
I'm not Aaron's lawyer. I don't talk to him. He says what he says. He did this weird thing today. He was like inferring, or letting the audience infer that I told him something. I've not talked to that man in weeks. And
Didn't you guys go with the Ricadas to the Pleasure Palace?
My man was eye rolling on camera. He's like, oh, wait. Why is my camera still on?
Camera was on like the whole time?
The Pleasure Palace. No, it was, and I said that this morning, and I didn't think...
where they've got the back rooms where you can get...
I didn't know I didn't know they had the sucking rooms. I don't think they do
all this stuff.
I don't think they do, by the way. It's pure pleasure. It's an erotic
Pure pleasure.
store. Yeah, it's here in town. It's not. No, I don't think there's a.
They had a big 20% off lube thing going on.
Friends with Aaron. Good job. Go get it. Build your show, brother.
All right, come on, be honest. Did you guys swap? I know I wasn't going to ask, but
no. God damn it!
Come on. What is the because the Ricadas are swingers. So what is the likelihood that nothing happened?
But I'm not.
Oh, Nick's doing this and this. I'm not. I don't talk to him at all. He can do whatever he wants. Go ahead.
You didn't swap, but maybe.
No, we're not gonna. First of all, we're not gonna get into.
All right, you're right. You owe me nothing. I'm sorry.
But also, I can say no. You know what I was doing, Andy?
What?
Lying. I was lying.
Maybe I'll go get a bunch of guns and drugs, and then I can replicate the Nick Ricada experience. The very fun thrill ride, which has now landed Nick Ricada, his wife, and April Steele.
Okay. Let's take it easy on the wife. What? I'm just accurately reporting what happened. I didn't say anything bad about her. She's in jail because her husband, I assume, had drugs and guns.
Okay.
And that's what happened.
I've received messages from people saying, how dare you reveal all this? I'm like, I'm pretty sure you guys getting arrested revealed all this. But it's no secret that, people call it swinging. I would say it was just more straight up, just switching up.
But a LOLCOW is a specific thing. It's when they realize they're f***ing their own life up, but they go, you know what? I'm tripling down.
Hey, buddy, I gotta go. I think somebody's f***ing with me. I just gotta knock at the door. Hold on.
I'm tripling down and I'm going all in. I'm gonna keep doing the same, but even harder.
I f***ing hate Jesse. Hey, buddy. Yes, I got f***ing coleslaw. I'm pumped. Delicious coleslaw. You know who loves Lunds and Byerly's coleslaw? And maybe I should bring it. I don't know if they'll let me sneak it in. April.
Oh, really? Yeah. If you could maybe put it inside of a cake.
Yeah. We'll smuggle some coleslaw in.
It involves, oversharing, which I'm guilty of too. I overshare all the time. But
why do people take this as like an insult?
I don't know.
Coleslaw's I love coleslaw.
Isn't it bizarre? This is what MERSH loses his mind. Like he wants to kill himself because of this, of a delicious treat.
My life was over. I was gonna kill myself.
You want some coleslaw, you big-titted
By the way, this one
I would give you a pass.
doesn't like me very much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know.
I only got into this house because of this one here.
Absolutely.
Do you wish you had a hot tub time machine?
No, driving and drinking. It's good advice. I don't know what the lawyer would say about that, but I think it's fine.
I believe Nick's official advice on drinking and driving is nah.
Aristocrat.
You didn't drink and drive until you're convicted.
What did you?
Do I wish I had a hot tub time machine? Before I got this coleslaw, I would have said yes.
She's your wife. What?
Not for long, apparently. I don't know.
But now that this coleslaw is here, I feel like this was all serendipitous.
Well, we're coleslaw buddies. How would you feel about slipping into a hot tub with me and my wife, seeing where things take us?
Jesse, I've been hurt before.
MERSH needs to be here.
Okay, Nick, let's be honest. How many times has she mentioned MERSH today?
Come on.
Dude, that's at least 3 times.
I'm Asian. I can't count that high. You know what I realized?
April's got a thing for MERSH.
I do know.
But when you just go, yeah, I have no shame. My wife. Call my fucking fat pregnant ex-wives, and you're like, all right, man. Like, and Aaron is starting the evolution.
I'm a fucking idiot.
I was bugging out when I came home last night. My smoke detector was tripped. And I was like, all right, whatever. I haven't changed the thing. I've changed battery in it. I go to find my smoke detector. I unscrew it. It's hardwired in. It was chirping.
There's no battery in it?
There was some voltage thing. That's because it was still chirping as I pulled it off the wall, but it was literally hardwired into my power. And I'm like, oh God, I'm going to literally live with the chirp.
There's no more MERSH effect for Steel Toe. He doesn't get a second chance. He's a loser. He's the biggest LOLCOW in this sector of the internet.
Every time you say that I'm a LOLCOW, the word LOLCOW loses its fucking meaning. I just want you to know that. We live in the age of revenge porn and pedophile YouTubers and literal making Twitch streams for kids and gamers, like, and fat people that are eating themselves to death, and retards, and autistic people, and all this other shit. I feel like you don't know what LOLCOW means.
Somebody super chat me, Podawful's coming at me. Don't wanna get a face full of bread. I was looking like a louse with the pointer of his mouse, drawing trails of the hair leaving my head. Well, the Spurs start chatting and they don't stop chatting. Mods try to ban them, but then they just at me. Didn't make sense not to buy a gun. I can't shoot straight when I'm having fun. So much to vape, so much to drink. So what's wrong with taking a selfie? I'll never know cause I'm not aware. I'll never regrow all this hair. Hey now, you're a LOLCOW. Turn your stream on, get paid. Hey now, you're a fat goon. Your wife left you, get played. And all my listeners are broke. I am gonna die from my third stroke. It's a mean place, and they say it gets meaner. Aaron read my chat, but should've used a screener. But trolls online saw my dinner. Plate of chicken tenders in my Twitter picture. Nice fat steaks, not making me thin. My pasta's getting cold, so I better hit the gym. My clothes on fire, horsey noise. Jesse hacked my stream and stole the bad luck voice. Hey now, you're a LOLCOW. Turn your stream on, get paid. Hey now, you're a fat goon. Your wife left you, get played. And all my listeners are broke. I am gonna die from my third stroke.
This is why LOLCOW gets overused, right? Right? I get called it constantly, and it's like, fine, you can call me that, but I'm not a LOLCOW. And then people go, you're a LOLCOW, and I go, I'm not a LOLCOW. I'm embarrassing, I'm retarded, I'm an alcoholic. I self-sabotage my own life. Absolutely, yes.
Hey now, you're a LOLCOW. Turn your stream on, get paid. Hey now, you're a fat goon. Your wife left you, get played. And all my listeners are broke. I am gonna die. Somebody once laughed at my fat ass getting gas. I nearly shat myself when he filled my face. I said shit, I don't look fit. I could use another Big Mac meal and bring a gun into Ronald's place. Well, the Spurs start spamming and they don't stop spamming. Running chaos, calling me a ham planet. Didn't make sense not to bring my gun. Enforcement shit with my burger bun. So much to smoke, so much to scream. So what's wrong with sleeping in backseats? I'll never know that I'm so slow. I'll never stop losing crypto. Hey now, you're a LOLCOW. Turn your stream on, get paid. Hey now, you're a fat goon. Your wife left you, get played. And all my listeners are broke. I am gonna die from my third stroke. My udders are ready to blow. Only LOLCOWs don't get the joke.
Of family members that still show up to my funeral just because they think that there's some bones to pick up.
Welcome everybody to Podawful. I am your host, Jesse PS. Happy to be here. Actually, I take back what I just said. Welcome to Podawful, the program, TV super show. I'm your host, Plasmordius, the breathing flesh. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Neither did I. I took a DNA test. It turns out I'm Plasmordius, the breathing flesh. Had no idea. The whole time I thought I was white. Nope. Nope, I am half 5 million year old vampire, half 5 million year old demon. Plasmordius, the breathing flesh. So please do address me as that from now on. Welcome again. This is Podawful. In case you're new, sorry. I don't know how you got here either. We're going to go into listen, this has been a crazy month. Okay. Literally 1 month ago, I appeared on Steel Toe, the morning show. Okay. It's a radio show on YouTube. It's a local Minnesota radio show that appears on a YouTube station, right? And you can get your gift cards there. You can find local eateries to Spicer, Minnesota, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, the point is I appeared on that program. And then a month later, there's men and women's lives have been upheaved. Is that a word? They're in ruin. There's an entire family. There's children that are stinky and declothed, apparently, which seems like a whole different type of crime. I don't know. I'm not sure people are getting charged for the right crimes. Nick Rekieta, look at that. Wow. Look at this timing. Nick Rekieta, he's a guy I've known forever. We just did a whole show about it. I'm the first guy ever to know Nick Rekieta on the internet. He's now a crime person. He did a crime. He went to jail. He bailed himself out and not his wife, which honestly, hell yeah, brother. So I appeared on Steel Toe, and then Steel Toe's life falls apart. MERSH's life falls apart. Steel Toe, the MERSH effect. Do you know the MERSH effect? Holy shit, that was way too much. Hang on. The MERSH effect. I don't know, something weird sounding about that. Anyway, point is, if you know the MERSH effect, this guy MERSH, he is currently the hottest LOLCOW, okay? And I do mean sexually. And I only mean sexually because every single time I make fun of MERSH and all of his listeners decide that that is sexual. They tell me that. They tell me that if you make fun of MERSH, you want to have sex with him. I had no clue. So apparently, I don't know. I got to start taking some Bonnier pills because it's like, I feel like Nick with ape right now. I guess the point I'm making is the MERSH effect is this thing where MERSH has this death grip over all of these tinier shows than his. All right. Which tinier than MERSH's show. Yikes. Scare. That is a play. You do not want to be tinier than MERSH, but you know, he's got his Rumble views. The Rumble bots are over there. So Steel Toe used to be one of these MERSH effect shows. He used to be deep in the MERSH effect. MERSH, I appear on his show. It ruins everything. Patrick Melton, he's having a fit about this. This is a whole thing. You know, this blows up over on Nobody Likes Onions. This blows up over on the Keno Casino. My friend, by the way, my friends at the Keno, I'm friends with the Keno Casino. I made fun of Keno's Casino like very lightheartedly last episode. And we put several clips were put out about this. And everybody thinks like I'm attacking all of the Keno Casino guy. Jesse, their show is so much better than you. Okay, listen. Yes, their show is better than mine. All right. Also, get a job. How do you have the time to watch Keno Casino? I'll never understand. So, but I like Keno Casino. They talked about it. Alex Stein is sneak talking about me. All of the goons, the entire Gooniverse is falling apart. 1 month ago, I said, wouldn't it be silly if I went on Steel Toe? And now Nick Rekieta is a wanted man. Not by his wife, apparently. Maybe not even by Ape anymore, but by the courts, the law. So I thought it'd be an interesting thing to go back over kind of everything that happened in a fascinating way. All right. What if we could see what I did a month ago through the eyes of a MERSH effect? Ooh. Yikes. Sends a chill down your spine, you know? What if you could see the cross-eyed way a MERSH fan does? So we're going to do that on the program tonight. I do want to say this before we get into it. This is going to be a Pizza Fund only episode, by the way. So I hope you've enjoyed this free preview clip. You're in the middle of a free preview clip. If you're over on YouTube, join the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. The thing I want to talk about here real quick, though, is I am listening to you. Okay, you, the listener, you, the viewer, even the people who don't really like Podawful, which is everybody I'm about to talk about. I listen to you, all right? My promise as host of the program is that, as the internet's boyfriend, as finger guns, my promise to you is that I listen to you, okay? Podawful is giving back to the community. Here's what's been going on. I have to talk about this real quick. A lot of people are extremely upset that the henchmen on Discord are allowed to talk during the show. I hear you.
They're cyberbullying me to death.
I've heard everything you said. Listen, I have a vision for the show, okay? And we're always about 5 years behind my vision for the show. And 5 years ago, I had this vision that included having the listeners of the show like included as like a peanut gallery. You ever watch Talk Soup? I'm just now putting this together in my head, by the way. Talk Soup. Do you remember the show Talk Soup? Then it became The Soup, and then Web Soup, and then apparently now a puppet hosts it, and he only talks about the Dabbler verse. Just learned that one. Anyway, if you ever saw that show, what they used to have like guys just standing off camera. They'd be like, yeah, I'm also saying a thing, and I always liked that as a kid. I liked that. It was like just the camera guy or something, or I don't know, the producer of the show. And he'd be like, yeah, what was with that? Huh? You gotta kind of hear him off camera. That's not really the idea. I have a vision. And it was kind of, we're not there yet. All right. We haven't hit it yet. But there's a lot of people extremely upset that you can sometimes hear other people talking on this show. I got to be honest with you. When I've been talking alone into this microphone for years. It's not an issue. Okay. It's very easy to do. It is also bad and also is cuckoo.
I got excited, very excited to see all of this.
It's actually sickening to do that. And I thought one nice thing would be like, oh, if there's other people talking, there's some interplay. And then, someone will say something that I wasn't able to think of on my own. And then I'll be able to play off of that. It's way easier to be funny off of another person than just by yourself, right? So I thought, oh, what if that? And then it turns out there's an extremely loud minority, believe it or not, of people who cannot handle this at all.
I have autism. I can't help it.
And those people are autistic people. So there's a bunch of autistic people in the crowd, and I've been getting a lot of comments about this. Most of them from one guy. We'll come back to that in a second. I've been getting a lot of comments saying, messages, comments, lots of stuff saying, Jesse, you got to kill it with the Discord. The Discord people keep interrupting you. And I go, interrupt? It's a conversation. What if that was just my co-host? There's so many shows now where a guy is just, his co-host is a Discord man, and they're just constantly interrupting each other. And I thought we were all used to this by now, but I guess a lot of people are just solitary. They've never talked on the internet before. They need me to be alone to be their friend. And I hear you. Okay? This is a brand new Podawful. I'm a brand new Jesse. I am taking in constructive criticism. I believe that everybody who has said this is both A, autistic, and 2, not actually a viewer of this show. I think everybody else is fine with it. But for the extreme autists out there, We're going to work on it. Okay. We're going to balance it. I agree with you. I hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, the henchman.
Hi, Jesse.
Guys, if everybody could just talk at once really quick, that would be super helpful so we can run off the autistic people. Whoa, we're still on YouTube. We're still on YouTube.
Hello, are you there? Can you hear me?
I love being in Discord.
I love Discord.
All right, we're still on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Okay, so my dream,
right? People hate me.
My dream is that one day these guys can just be kind of talking off to the side just every once in a while, and everyone's cool with that. But I don't know if you guys heard this yet or not. I don't know how big the delay is, but there are some extremely autistic people who are very, very, very upset with you guys. Okay,
upset with me.
Come to the Discord and tell us why.
Yeah.
Well, now this is the interesting thing and actually I was talking to Kelsey about this because, all right, so I said to Kelsey, I need you to tell me what you think of the Discord people being on the show. And she couldn't give me a straight answer. It was so frustrating. But I was going to use her as the barometer to figure out if these people are just autistic. Because if she agreed with them, they're autistic. So I couldn't get a straight answer.
I think certain people could be.
Well, she made a good point. She said, "Why don't they just join the show too?" And then there's nothing stopping you. And that's when I knew, okay, they definitely
screaming zoo.
They definitely are autistic. So this is bad. Listen, I hear what these guys sound like. You're right. This is bad. They suck. They're not funny. They don't have anything good to say. That's not the point. Exactly. Guys, we're getting into the meat of the show here in just a second, I promise. I just have to talk about the autistic people are freaking out. There's a guy, okay? I hate to call this guy out. I'm trying to be very nice here. I hope you understand. I'm attempting to live up to my name as the greatest guy. But there's this guy named Frank White. Not only has he been in my comment section, I've seen him in multiple different chat rooms on other channels, clip channels. I've seen him in like 15 places screaming, losing his mind.
I have autism. I can't help it.
Because of the Discord people saying that I have ruined my show by allowing other people to speak on it.
I am the FBI. You will all die. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay. So this is mostly, listen, again, I believe every single person who complained about this can't handle too many sounds at once. I don't know how you handle looking at this show. Well, actually, now that I say that, there was one comment, I think today, where someone said, I didn't know what they meant by this. They said, your backlight is so bright, it's burning my eyes. Please turn it off.
You can turn your own brightness
Your lights are too bright. I can't handle it.
I know for a fact that someone saying that to me is one of these disgusting phone watchers. So opinion discard. If you watch on your phone, I don't care about you at all. But I was like, what is a backlight? What do you mean? And then I realized they mean the fan, right? And then I'm like, yeah, just lower your bright. That's on you, man. That's not really a me thing.
You know what they might have? They might have one of those fancy TVs that does like auto HDR, and it's like the sun with a million HDR.
Yeah, listen, again, it's not my fault, but I hear, I'm like, okay, so you know what? We're going to fix it. Okay, guys, we're going to fix everything that you dislike about the show. We're going to fix it. We've got a whole hate mail section here in the Discord where we post all of the bad comments, and I take everything you say to heart, and it hurts me in the tummy. So we're going to make this show the best, greatest digital litter garbage that pollutes your fucking YouTube stream, your fucking subscriptions, your fucking suggested. I'm going to be all over it. And every video that you're going to be sick of, you're going to hate me for it, it's going to be slightly better. And every single time one guy says, I think the show should be like this. And then I look at his subscriptions, and he's subscribed to the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to take what he says to heart, and I'm going to do it. Okay, so we are going to work on it. I agree about the Discord problem. It is a problem. We're going to fix everything. We're going to get rid of the Discord, guys. It's the 31%ers they're saying in the Pizza Fund chat.
What about if each episode somebody chooses somebody that gets banned from ever appearing live on the show ever again?
Like Survivor.
And slowly we
vote
start,
each other
just
out.
like Survivor. We just slowly cultivate.
You know what's crazy? We used to do the Friday show, which is this, by the way. It was this. It was just all of us talking. And then people would act like that was the show. And they would act like that was the good version of the show. And then I got rid of it because I was like, oh, no. I used to agree with
that
it.
people like. Don't watch that.
Now I've tried to combine the things, and that's the bad part of the show. I don't know. I think it's an autism thing. By the way, I'm thinking about you, the audience. Okay, it's about you.
Me? About me?
This is the only show that's about you, the audience. So I have been editing that intro for a month. This has been a month in the making because every single day a brand new insane thing happens in the story of Toe in the MERSH effect world. I've been editing that thing forever. And I realized at one point, okay, this is going to be on YouTube. I can't have all this there's so many bad things. You know, there's a certain amount of time at the beginning of a YouTube video where you kind of have to keep it chill for YouTube. And I wanted you guys to be able to see that for free. We're about to head into the Pizza Fund right now. Okay. So I wanted to keep it chill for YouTube. And I wanted to censor out all the naughty parts, all the craps and the hex and the F off. And I started censoring it with the chirp because I think that's funny. It's like a beep, right? But it's a chirp. I think it's funny. And then the video got longer and longer and longer. And then I'm like, this is getting annoying. These guys, they're gonna freak out about it.
I can't help it.
And
longer and harder.
So then I'm like, I got to get rid of these chirps. And then MERSH said that his goon alarm went off in his house. I mean, this is a MERSH effect episode, and MERSH is confirming once again he is the top goon in all the sector. And so then I'm thinking, okay, this is all of these chirps build up to that moment. And then I realized they can't handle that. The audience is too autistic. They can't even handle Discord. It's going to hurt them. So I left it in as an autism test. And while the video was playing at the beginning of the show, we ran a scientific test and study. A poll is currently being conducted, and you are now part of it if you are in the chat. A poll was conducted. I saw people complaining about the chirps, and we needed to measure, was it about 31 to 33% of the audience, aka the autistic people? Indeed it was. So we have now scientifically concluded that many of those people are the same people that can't handle the over talking. It's too much stimuli. It's too much overstimulation. I gotta be honest, I don't even have these guys up on screen for you right now. Some of them are on video in front of me. I'm literally watching Urquit lay down on his bed and eat chips. It is
scary.
It is the most distracting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's horrifying. He's just a little disabled boy. And he's like, I'm in the middle of a monologue here, and he's now he's doing visual gags. You can't see him. He's doing visual gags. Okay.
Wallet video.
So exactly. So we are going to fix everything. Okay. That my point in all this is, everybody out there with your complaints. Number one, we're going to fix the Discord. Number two, guy who the show is too bright for, we're going to fix it. Number three, guy who the show is too dark for, coming up, we're going to fix it. I don't know how we do both, but we're going to fix it. Number four,
sunspots.
Number four. Okay, actually, number four is also fix Discord again because of that terrible comment that just happened. And now I forgot what number 4 originally was, so I don't know what number 5 is. What were we fixing? Are we fixing everything?
What are we doing?
Oh, the chirp. We're gonna fix all of that stuff. Okay, everything. You're gonna love the show. Season ephemera obscura. You're gonna love it. Okay, I promise you. Podawful.pizza to see this full episode, and we are going to cover. Here's what we're going to cover. All right, we'll give you this little taste. This is a show, and you're not going to believe your eyes when you see this. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's about. I don't know who any of these people are. It's a show where a guy brings on about 5 to 7 different people from Discord, and they pretend to do a Daywave style show together. And I've been watching this thing, losing my mind, because they talk about me on Steel Toe. This is from almost a month ago. This is before the arrests. This is before MERSH made Johnny cry. Wheelchair Johnny, folks. We love him, don't we? So it's before all of that. This is like we are going to take a hot tub time machine ride back a month ago to a simpler time and try to figure this whole LOLCOW mess out. And we're going to see it through these guys' eyes. I don't know anything about them. All I know is I saw the way their show works. Look at this. Watch this. You're not going to believe this.
Like, what do y'all know about Podawful? Because
I just got to be clear. This Satan here, the South Park Satan, this is one of his co-hosts. Okay? So you got... You've got what if Macaulay Culkin had AIDS twice, and you've got South Park's Satan.
All I know is that he hates MERSH.
All he knows is I hate MERSH. Okay, yeah, that is all a guy like this needs to know. And then watch this.
What?
I thought Ray was going to talk. I switched to him.
This is a new guy. All right, that's not Satan anymore. I think this is Ethan Ralph if he was sober.
And he didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I had something to say.
So he switched to another guy and the guy just didn't talk. All right. There's 4 other guys. So we can't get these guys to shut up. He can't get these guys to talk. This thing's a mess. And I have seen stuff happening. These guys are basically just out to defend MERSH against me. It's a very odd setup because this is before MERSH went against Steel Toe, but these guys don't like Steel Toe. So it's this is like uncharted territory, and the things they say about me, about Podawful, it's making me rewrite I got to start over from the beginning. And the second I realize, oh, this is a Discord show, the autists are right. We're done being a Discord show. So, henchmen, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Plasmordius.
Bye. Bye.
Love you, Dad.
I love you, bye.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
I'm gonna kill you, Frank.
Okay. All right. So, no Discord. I promise we're just going to do a show. A regular old show. Join us over at podawful.tv. That's the pizza fund. We'll have the whole episode for you over there. Let's watch a little bit more of this, and then we're going to go pizza fund only.
He's a massive homosexual.
Well, I know that much. But he's just like, I literally, like, years ago, when I first heard his name, thought
They're talking about me. They have the nerve to say mean things about me.
Trying to watch a show.
Everyone on the show is smoking and drinking. Most of the show, every MERSH effect show is just a man going, always pleasure, never pain.
And I did. I tried.
So this is more digital litter, but we're going to pollute the net. That's what we're doing. We're going to save world comedy. We're going to pollute the net.
I got about 5 minutes in.
His show used to not be that bad.
Excuse me, my show used to be. What changed? Is it the Discord? Is it the Discord? Okay, you're not going to believe the stuff you see. More MERSH, more Steel Toe, more Alex Stein, more everything. I've also got a clip here of Dick Masterson saying something very, very interesting that I think we'll get to later in the program. Hope to see you there. Podawful.pizza. And sorry, freeloaders, but we're out. Okay.
Support the show. Join the Pizza Fund. Podawful.pizza.
Pizza.
Podawful.pizza.